Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are back with some more 2K21, and we're going to start off with a rebuild. I know the guy, Hudson, is wanting me to continue with my team, in which we will do so after this rebuild, but you guys absolutely loved that Houston Rockets rebuild. We had 22 views. That was a huge viewing point because if you look at my previous videos, I've had like 4 views, 3 views. I had 13 views in a mock draft video that I talked about every single team and their team as a whole, how they are going to work out in the draft. But you guys absolutely killed it when it came to the Houston Rockets. But I went ahead and picked up the Detroit Pistons. Now they had the second worst record with 20 wins only. I got the roster to my right that the current Detroit Pistons have for the roster, and it's a very young, promising roster. A big shout out to Crispy Flakes. He is kind of pulling away from 2K, and in the previous video I just posted, I talked about 2K. I talked about my other favorite game, World of Warcraft. But when it comes to me, I've never really posted all that much about 2K. I give Crispy Flakes some props that he's pulling away from a game that isn't up to our standards as NBA fans, as basketball fans. And I don't blame him for stepping away. But I'm actually starting to come into the idea of playing 2K for YouTube. But I don't blame him for wanting to step away. But we're going to go ahead and do a quick look at this roster real quick. And then we'll get into... actually, I can also look over here on the actual screen too. We get a very young, promising Jeremy Grant that started his career not playing... he played for the Nuggets the year before. Yep, he played for Denver. And then Oklahoma City, Philadelphia. I didn't even realize he played for Philadelphia. I knew they played for Oklahoma City, and then he went to Denver last year. 12 points. He went down in his points per game, but you have Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray that are your top two scorers, ball handlers to an extent. 3.5 assists or rebounds, 1.2 assists, and again, this was with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. But he had a tremendous actual year this year. Jeremy Grant, I'll go and look. Actually, I won't even look. But I know he had a tremendous season this past year. He's an 83 overall. He is the star for the Detroit Pistons. And he's on a decent contract. 3 years, $60 million. That's $20 million a year. That's not a bad contract for a guy that is only 26 years old that played pretty tremendous. Got Mason Plumlee for 3 years, $24 million. Is not a bad contract. He is 30 years old. And so, kind of heavy on that contract, but it's not a bad contract. Saddiq Bey, this guy went off and had a great season. And again, coming from an Indiana Pacers fan, we have 3 people that are two well-known rebuilding people that I watch that are actually in the same division as the Indiana Pacers, the Detroit Pistons, and the Chicago Bulls with King of the Fourth Quarter, Kenny. He likes the Chicago Bulls. Got Crispy Flakes that has been a Detroit Pistons fan. And this team is really promising. I like their movement and where they're going to be going down the road. They have in the current standings and the chances, they have 11% chance of being the number 1 pick in the draft. They have a really good chance. They have a 32% chance of being the top 4. No, a lot higher than that, actually. They're like in the 50s or something like that. But they're really good. If they can get another young, promising player to go along with this deep, young team, they'll be looking at tremendous. Saddiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart. I will go and try to simulate, and I'm going to cut out, like I did in the previous rebuild video, I'm going to cut out the regular season, and then go into the playoffs, see how things work out, and that I'm crossing we can get into the top 4 ourselves, but they are in the top 4 in real life, and they could make a pretty big splash with a good young player. Isaiah Stewart eventually will take over Mason Plumlee is my point. I think we'll let Mason play out this year. He'll play out the next year, but not have as much minutes. Isaiah Stewart will start to develop. Got Diallo, again, a very young kid, 22 years old, very athletic kid that I like a lot. Dennis Smith Jr. is a good kid. Didn't get the chance to really shine all that much. Only 6'2". He was with the Mavericks with Luka Doncic, but he wanted the ball in his hands. Luka is the primary ball handler for the Mavs, so they traded him to the Knicks. Didn't work out very well for the Knicks, but he did play pretty well on the Pistons, so I'm glad to see that. Wayne Ellington, hell of a three-point shooter. I mean, right there it shows he has always been efficient at shooting the three ball throughout his whole career. Jahlil Okafor, again, has not panned out. I hope he can go to another team eventually to make it where he can get on a team that will get him that kickstart to get his career going again. Frank Jackson, not a bad little shooting guard, point guard on a two-way contract. That's not bad at all. Josh Jackson played a lot better than his previous years. He only showed in Phoenix 11 points, 13 points on 26%, 32%, 31%. He shot a lot better this year in real life. 70%, not the best free throw shooter, but he did a lot better this year on the Pistons, and I'm glad to see that. Saben Lee showed a lot of promise. I like him coming off the bench, especially with a real-time lottery draft. They might be able to get a Cade Cunningham. I like the idea of Saben Lee coming off the bench with Sekou Doumbouya. This is a guy, if they can go and get... I like them having a lot of guards. They have a ton of guards and really good shooting guards, point guards. I like the idea of Josh Jackson being more of a small forward than a shooting guard because he's already 6'8", but that's a big shooting guard. This is another player with Cade Cunningham and Killian Hayes in the backcourt. That's a lot of shooting. Great young playmaking. He was hurt pretty much the whole season. At the very end of the season, he came back and averaged like 6 assists a game. Only 19 years old and has a 73 overall already. I like that. I like that promise on him. Sekou Doumbouya, again, I as a fan of the NBA, I hope that this kid can turn around. I don't want him to become like Stanley Johnson to where he doesn't play as well. But we'll see how things work out. I like the idea of him even coming off the bench, being like a sixth man, come in there, drive it, interior finisher, just get in there, do your work, and have great bench role. But I don't know if he'll ever pan out to be a starter. We'll see throughout his career. But let's go ahead and go into the calendar real quick. We're going to go ahead and sim through this year, see how things work out. I'm going to go ahead and disable CPU trades. I'm not going to accept any trades. They can trade if they want to and see how the season works out. And I will talk to you guys. Let me pull up my OBS real quick. And I will talk to you guys at the end of the season. Okay, we are back. We went 23-59, so that's a pretty bad record. 9 of 25 wins. That's kind of rough, but we did win 3 more games than the actual Pistons won. LeBron James is the MVP with 27, 7, and 11 with 1.4 steals a game, 1.1 block a game, 57%, 69%, and 44%, nearly 45% from the three-point line. Next up, you got LaMelo Ball with 21 points, 6.2 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 1.4 steals, 51%, 81%, and 41%. Not bad. Sixth man of the year. 18.2, 1.9, 5.7, 1 steal a game, 44%, 81%, and 41%. That's not bad for a 6th man of the year. That's a hell of a scoring. Defensive player of the year. This guy, 28 points, 13.4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals, 2 blocks a game, 53%, 67%, and 34%. He stuffed the stats on that one. Chris Bozier with the most improved with 15 points, 8.4 rebounds, 1.6 blocks, 84% from the free throw line. Jesus. Frank Vogel with Coach of the Year, 66 and 16. First in the conference, first in the division, of course. 99 overall for them. Jesus. Stephen Curry. Jesus, I can't speak. Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Giannis, Nikola Jokic as your starters for first all NBA first team, now second team. Here's your team. Not bad. Third team. Not bad either. That's a hell of a team, actually, to be honest. All defensive. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely all defensive. Jesus. Second. Again, that's not bad. That's not bad. Second team. All rookies. Tyrese Maxey. Yeah, these all make sense. Man, that's a lot of guards. Hey, hold on a second. Killian Hayes. Hey, we got second team with Killian Hayes. Awesome. So like I said, we went standings. When it comes to us, we had the worst record in the East. The Oklahoma City Thunder had the worst record at 19 wins. When it came to season stats, let's go back. Player stats. Jeremy Grant with 17 points. Saban Lee with 15. Isaiah Stewart with nearly 15. 13.7. 13 points for Sadiq Bey. Dennis Smith Jr. with nearly 12. Killian Hayes, 4.5 assists with 11 points. That's not bad. 40% from the 40% from the field goal, 30% from the 3-point line, 85% from the free throw line. That is huge. Sadiq Bey with 86%. I love me some guys that can shoot from the free throw line a lot. Got quite a few of them that are above 80%. Nearly 80%. Close to 80%, and then just goes down after that. But let's go ahead and get right into the NBA playoffs. We got the Lakers at the 1st seed instead of the 7th seed that just got kicked out. Golden State Warriors, Oklahoma City Thunder, the Clippers, Memphis Grizzlies. Whoa. Denver and Portland. In real life, they actually had this to where it's Denver, there was a 3rd seed, and Portland with a 6th seed. That's kind of eerie. 1st seeded Brooklyn Nets instead of the 76ers. 76ers are the 2nd seed instead, so they flipped that. Atlanta's a 4th seed instead of the 5th seed. Boston's the 5th seed. This is weird. The 3rd and the 6th seed for each conference is exactly the same thing. Except Charlotte made it instead of... Who made that? 7th seed. Who's the... Oh, Knicks. They're missing the Knicks. So the Knicks didn't make it. Really? How were they this year? Standings. Let's look at that real quick. I want to see. So they were the middle of the pack. They were 2 games from being able to make the playoffs. But anyways, let's go ahead and do a quick simming of the playoffs. Let's stop for a minute. Okay, so you got we're just gonna simulate the round. Okay, the Lakers won. Denver won 4-3. That was actually 6. Milwaukee won 4-1. They swept them actually in 4-0. Philly won 4-1. That was actually correct. Brooklyn won. So Boston won. They actually lost to the Nets in the first round. And Atlanta actually advanced in real life. So you got Boston, Brooklyn, which actually happened this year in real life in the first round. Philly, Milwaukee, which is not happening in real life. They're actually playing Atlanta. You got the Clippers, Lakers, and Dallas, Denver. Okay. Simulate round. Ooh, Lakers, Denver, and Brooklyn, Milwaukee, which is actually happening in real life, is this round right now, is Milwaukee, Brooklyn. And this round, got the Lakers in Brooklyn. Wow. And Lakers winning the championship. Wow. LeBron James, 36 points a game, 13 assists a game. Jesus. 52% from the three-point line. Good Lord, LeBron. Man. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and look at player retirements. We got Jamal Crawford, Udonis Haslem, Pau Gasol, Andre Iguodala, who hasn't announced that he's retired in real life, but wouldn't be surprised. Kyle Korver, Nene, J.R. Smith, Thavosa Philosha, Marc Gasol, Ersan Varejao, Gerald Green, Corey Brewer. Some of these people, they haven't officially announced that they've retired, like Corey Brewer. But I think he's pretty much retired. He hasn't been in the league for quite some time. Varejao just came back recently in real life. Marc Gasol hasn't announced that he's retiring in real life. Same with J.R. Smith. He hasn't announced he's retired in real life, but he hasn't been on a team for quite some time. Let's go ahead and simulate you the draft lottery. So we have... Huh? What? This happened last time. The Rockets have our pick? Oh, wait a second. Okay, so we have the third pick. Okay. Okay, we have the third pick. Okay. Woo! Whew. So the Warriors did get the Minnesota pick in real life. The Thunder got the Houston Rockets pick. Okay. But we have the third pick. Cool. Pacers are the 8th actually in this one. I hope the Pacers can get a top 10 pick. That'd be awesome in real life. Exit the draft lottery. Staff signing, we're not even worried about it. Actually, can we resign? Yeah, it was advance. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and go to the NBA draft. Let's pause real quick. Let's look at our... Is there anybody that we might consider trying to trade? No, I like the idea of keeping our roster as it is. It's not bad. And we can we're the third pick in the draft. On the clock. They went to Jonathan Kuninga. Okay. Nice. Kuninga. Okay. 26 points. Damn. Got the Magic. Sucking. Jalen Green. The MVP chance, okay, are now on the clock. She's prospect, and we're going with Cade Cunningham. And again, I don't get why they have him at a small forward. I've selected this class twice now, and he's really a point guard more than a shooting guard. Or a small forward. He might even be a shooting guard more than a small forward. But is he really 6'7" in real life? Hold up. Timeout. Is he really that tall? No way is he really that tall. Cade Cunningham. Oops, I misspelled ham. Cade Cunningham. 6'8"? Really? Really? 6'8". What position is Cade Cunningham? Point guard. So he is a point guard, but that big of a body. He is a small forward, that kind of big of a body at 6'8". But yeah, we'll definitely take Cade Cunningham. He's played point guard. He's kind of like Ben Simmons, where he is a bigger body, but he is, the size-wise, he's a small forward. Enable manual draft advancement. Let's go ahead and sim to our next pick. Are now on the clock. We have the 40th pick in the draft. When it comes to our roster, we just got Cade Cunningham, a small forward in this game. In real life, he's a point guard. Killian Hayes is a point guard, but we can more than likely put him at shooting guard when we start the season, which is not a bad idea. So we're looking at, I didn't mean to do that. We're looking at small forward, I would say, is our biggest need. Like a backup small forward would not be bad. Data, point guard, shooting guard, small forwards. I've never really heard of any of these small forwards. I've heard of Julian Newman. I've heard of the Makur Murr. Thanks for downloading matching roster also. What? But I've never really heard of any of these other players other than the Makur Maker. Let's go ahead and get him. Let's go ahead and sim to the next pick. I don't think we have another pick, do we? Oh, we got another one? Really? Okay, we'll go with another. We'll go look at a small forward. Guess we can go with Keontae Johnson. Okay. Projected to go much higher than this. In the first round and second round will conduct by deputy. Do we have another pick? Okay, so we don't have another pick. Huh? Does this end, I guess? Anyways. Rookie signings. Yes, we're going to resign him. We'll resign Makur Maker. And we'll even resign or not resign, but sign Keontae Johnson. I'm not particularly want to get Detroit. Excuse me, say what? We got Troy Dan? That's ironic. He's not 5'9" in real life. He's 6'3". We have him as a point guard center. Okay. Team player options. $12 million is kind of steep. Tyler Cook for only $1 million is not bad. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and okay, that's fine. Free agency. Let's go ahead and get into free agency. Be nice if we get that quality guy. When it comes to our roster, we got Cade Cunningham that we're going to eventually actually we can do that right now. He's a shooting guard. We'll move him to shooting guard because we have Killian Hayes. He's a big kid. There we go. Confirm changes. Yeah, move him to shooting guard. When it comes to our roster, we need to get a point guard, shooting guard. We got our small forwards are looking pretty good. We got quite a few centers and power forwards. We got our center for the future. We got Playson Plumlee that is going to have his minutes decline a little bit so we can get more minutes for Isaiah Stewart. So we need a point guard, and that's really about it. A nice little point guard coming off the bench. Because again, we got some good point guards that we could have, but I like the idea of letting Killian Hayes start for now. That's not a bad option. Jalen, really? Newman's a free agent. I thought we re-signed him. Oh, that's why. He's wanting $11 million. What? He's wanting $11 million. I am not doing that. I'll accept a Dotson for $5 million. Ooh, that's a steep contract. Jesus. $26 million, $11 million. Like, I like Dennis Smith Jr., but I don't like him that much. $11 million for Frank Ntilikina. Ooh, these are some rough contracts. Again, I like the idea of getting maybe the Julian Newman because he's a rookie. He's only not even $1 million. It's not bad. Again, I like to getting Saban Lee, but for $11 million. Like in real life, he's probably not going to get that much money in free agency. So I hope for the Pistons' sake they can get him for about half, even maybe less. But in this game, for only not even $1 million, 2-year, that being a team option for the second year. Has declined the Detroit Pistons. Okay, well, I don't want you anyways, Julian Newman. Screw it. I'll give you $3 million. And then a team option. That's good. I just don't want you on the team anyways. Good. Restricted free agent. Oh, that's the wrong Dotson anyways. Goodness gracious. Why the hell not? He's wanting $6 million? Excuse me? 5.8. Jesus. Come on, people. Hey, these contracts are rough. Kendrick Nunn. Do we sign him? Yeah, I'll say he agreed. Okay. 74 overall. Excellent. Renounce rights, cap hold. That's fine. So now we got our backup. What? We really don't need anybody else. Let's go ahead and head to training camps. I don't really want anybody else. Oh, so we did get him for only $1 million. Oh, wait a second. Is that the qualifying offer for 1.4 million? 7 million. Okay. So we did get Saban Lee. Okay. For only $1 million, I'll take that all day. We got Jerome Robinson. Okay. Hey, this is not bad. Oh, so we did let Mason Plumlee go. Hey, I'll take that. I'll gladly take that. Let's go to training camp. Let's go ahead and load/download the classes. Let's go with the 2022. I don't want to download this guy's draft. So we downloaded the top one, and they had him at the wrong position. Got laser. Do we give that a shot? I guess. No. Anyways. So when it comes to that, he's a great rebounder, glass cleaner. He's a great rebounder. What's his potential? A-. Killian Hayes is an A-. We do have Mason. Okay, so we do have Mason Plumlee. He's just a better overall, actually. So we might actually slide Mason Plumlee out to the bench. A-, A+ for Cade Cunningham. A-, A-. So maybe get some potential up would be huge. Get Sekou Doumbouya to get his potential up would not be bad. Untapped potential would not be bad for some of these kids. I'm thinking Sekou Doumbouya would be a good one. A- to an A. And then we'll go with another untapped potential. Oh, we only have one on untapped potential. That's fine. Let's advance to the next season. That's fine. Fix automatically. That's fine. So our roster, when it comes to coaching, game plan, when it comes to our team, so they do have Sadiq Bey at the small forward, Jeremy Grant at the power forward. I like that move. This looks like actually what I was intending on having. Diallo at as a 6-man. He's a 78 overall. That's not bad. Saban Lee. Where's Sekou? Okay, so we need to move this. We'll actually just minus some minutes. We'll get rid of Mason Plumlee down to about 14. We got 10 minutes. We'll knock out about... Yeah, there we go. For now. Got 10-man rotation so far. Not bad. Eventually it'll probably get knocked down to 9. I just want to see if we can get... what's his name? Sekou to go and get his potential up more so. Cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and simulate some of these games. We'll go down to okay, where is the contract? Let's just go through March the 1st. And I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so we're back. We are 10-29. Woo! Ineligible and ineligible won't resign. Ineligible and ineligible. We are on the 1st of March. Roster. Nothing has changed significantly. Sekou is actually playing more minutes, and yet he's just not working out. Laid back. He's irked. Wife. Well, again, losing that much. Sadiq Bey is -3. Tolerable and disturbed. How are you disturbed? You got actual minutes playing. Oh my gosh. Roster. I don't get it. Frustrated. Why are you frustrated for? Season stats. Player stats. 17 points, at 15 points, 15 points, 14 points, 11 points, 11 points, 10 points, 9 points. You're playing, but you're just not playing efficiently. Field goals attempts. He's only attempting 4.6 a game. Oh my gosh. You're working on, we're rotating you. Like, you're in the rotation. He's actually, he's getting 28 minutes a game. He's actually up in minutes, up in rebounding, steals and assists. He's up. I don't know what to tell you. I'm giving you 18 minutes a game, yet you're complaining. Negative. Wait, what? Oh, he's -4 in minutes suggested. Huh? He's at 34 minutes. They suggest 34 minutes. He's an 81 overall. Jesus, this kid. Yeah, our roster is just I don't know. Let's just go ahead and sim through the rest of the day. Okay, so we're back again. We got team Giannis, team Luka. We're gonna go ahead and auto draft. Got Luka, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Zion Williamson, Jason Tatum. Reserves are Damian Lillard, Karl Anthony Towns, Donovan Mitchell, Tobias Harris, Kyrie Irving, Bam Adebayo, and Brandon Ingram. Giannis, James Harden, LeBron James, Bradley Beal, Nikola Jokic. And reserves are Anthony Davis, Jimmy Butler, Trae Young, Devin Booker, Julius Randle, Ben Simmons, and DeAndre Ayton. These are some pretty stacked teams. I love Team Luka. That's a ton of scoring. Like, everybody's gonna be dropping buckets on that team. Both teams are really stacked. I like this team. I like both teams quite a bit. We're not panning out so well, guys. 12 and 41. No, I don't want to make any offers. I want to keep the young roster as this isn't pretty. We got Giannis with MVP, 28, 11, 6, 1.3 steals, 1.6 blocks, 56% from the field goal, 67, nearly 68% from the free throw line. That's not good. 34% from the 3-point line. That's not good either. Zaire Williams was Rookie of the Year. Wow. Cade Cunningham didn't get there. Spencer Dinwiddie with 6 Man of the Year, 17 points, 6.5 assists, 78% from the free throw line, 37% from three-point line. That's not bad. Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hey, most improved, Killian Hayes, 16 points, 6 assists, nearly 7, 1.4 steals, 86%, nearly 87% from the free throw line, 37% from the 3-point line, and 44% from the field goal percentage. Mike Malone was a first in the division and conference at 56 and 26. Jeezums. Here's the first. Here's the second. Wow, Ja Morant jumped up there. Whew. It's third. Here's all defensive second team. Hey, Turner. Yes. All right. First team. Hey, Cody Cunningham. Hey, we were first. By golly, Zaire Williamson was Rookie of the Year, but we got Cade Cunningham at all rookie first. Okay. Hey, there's a Kuninga that was drafted first overall. That's not bad. So that's the teams. Let's go ahead and look at our roster and the standings real quick. We were dead last at 18 wins. We actually got worse. The worst in the league. We were the worst in the league. Why are we seeing 0 across the board? I don't know. Why? Is there a glitch? Season standings, player stats. There we go. Okay. I clicked on playoff stats, and that's not what we needed. 16 points for Killian Hayes, 15 for Isaiah Stewart with 11 rebounds a game. Not even a block a game. That's kind of rough for a center. But he's only 6'8". I just now realized that. Turnovers 1.5. Shot 45% from the field. Didn't even attempt a three-pointer. In real life, he's been attempting three-pointers, which I'm glad to see that. 87% from the free throw line for Killian Hayes, Cunningham. 72%. That's rough. Jeremy Grant was 84%. Sadiq Bey at 84%. Saban Lee with 14 points. Cade Cunningham at shooting guard, 8.9 assists a game with 11 points. He attempted 9 field goals and he shot 41%. Sadiq Bey with 11, Mason Plumlee with 10, Diallo with 10, Dennis Smith Jr. at 9, Josh Jackson at 8.1, and Seko Demboya at 7.5. 4.1 rebounds a game, 48% from the free field goal percentage, 30% from three-pointers, and 73%, nearly 74% from the free throw line, better than 64 and 67 and 70 as a career. That's not bad. Plus minus is a -4. Ooh. I still like him a lot, but man, it's rough. Let's go ahead and simulate the round. Ooh, whoa. I meant to simulate the round, my bad. Not playoffs. You got Denver as the number 1 seed. Minnesota as the number 8 seed. You got Denver versus Golden State. Which I can see, because Klay Thompson being healthy, they should be a top 5 seed next year with Klay Thompson coming back. Lakers being the 3rd seed. Memphis being the 7th seed. Chicago being the 4th seed. Atlanta being the 5th seed. New York being the number 1 team in the league. I just don't know if anybody has made any significant moves in real life or in the game or not. Got Alfred Payton on the Pacers. They got Mikal Bridges? Or is that Miles? Miles Bridges? That's still pretty damn good. Oh my gosh. On a $5 million contract to be able to get him on this team. Woo. Alright, where's that Knicks? Oh, it's K for Knicks. Is that Carmelo? No, that's Cole Anthony. Lakers, Montrezl Harrell. Oh, they got Larry Nance Jr. back on the team. That's interesting. We're serious. By the way, if the Clippers, I'm making a prediction right here, right now. If the Clippers lose against the Mavericks, Kawhi's gone. He is not coming back to the Lakers. If they lose to the Mavs in the first round, he's not coming back. By golly, if they advance to the next round, I could see maybe staying. If they make it to the Western Conference Finals, a little bit more so. If they make it to the finals, there's a better chance. By golly, if they get to a Game 7 and they lose, he'll more than likely resign. If they win the championship, he will resign with them. That's if they win the championship. But if they lose in this round, he's gone. Bye-bye. See you later, Kawhi. It's nice having you on the team. You're going to have Paul George as your star player, surrounded by Patrick Beverley, Rajon Rondo, Zubac, Ibaka. That's a rough team. Luke Kennard is an amazing player. Big shout out again to Crispy Flakes that had Luke Kennard on his team. But that kind of contract they gave him, about $17 million, is kind of rough. But 45% from the three-point line, I would gladly accept to give him that kind of money with the kind of player that he is. But again, this right here is my prediction. He's going to a different team. I don't know if this is going to be specifically the Knicks, the Heat. He might even go back to the Spurs. I doubt that one. With how the things shook down with the Spurs, I don't think if the Spurs would want to get him back. I don't know if he wants to come back. Hell, he might even go back to the Raptors. But he's not coming back to Clippers if they lose against the Mavericks. That's my prediction. And I can see him going to the Knicks. Think about this, the defensive system, scheme, play style of Thibodeau with Kawhi Leonard being your primary star with Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, Toppin, Mitchell Robinson. This is a hell of a team. Manuel quickly. I love the idea. Even they got James Bouknight. He's good rookie. That's very promising. That they're talking mid first round. I love that idea of them getting him. That's my prediction. If they go and if the Clippers lose, they're losing. If they lose to the Mavs, they're losing Kawhi. If you look at the standings, they don't have Kawhi on that team anymore. When it comes to the Clippers, they're the third worst team at 33 wins. 33 wins. Let's look at the Clippers real quick. Let's go back this way. Oh, I should have went. Actually, no, this works. Paul George, Zubac, Marcus Morris Sr., Tim Hardaway Jr., Doug McDermott going to that team, Luke Kennard. That's a rough team. Your best player is Paul George at 87 and Zubac is at 79. I'm calling it. Like, if they lose against the Mavericks, I'm calling it that. Say goodbye to Kawhi if you guys lose that round. Okay, you got Golden State winning against Denver. Wow, and Memphis beating out the Lakers 4-1. The New York Knicks losing to the Atlanta Hawks. Why is... Oops, didn't do that. Vegas box score. Kevin Porter. Oh, they got Derrick Rose on the team now. I like that move. I love that move. Oh my gosh. A backup like Derrick Rose to Trae Young. That'd be amazing. Cam Reddish. Is that Amir Johnson? Elise Johnson. Okay. The Bucks losing to Brooklyn. Wow. Did they actually make any moves? Memphis? As to why they beat out the Lakers? John Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., Brandon Clark, Brooks, Valanciunas. Oh, they got Dwight Howard, but he didn't play. Desmond Bane didn't even play. Is that Bogey? Yes, Bojan Bogdanovic. There's Bogdan Bogdanovic. They call Bogey too, but they got Bojan. They didn't even play him. Wow. The Grizzlies have Bojan, but yeah, they didn't even play him. That's crazy. Atlanta beating out Brooklyn. 43-9 from Trae freaking Young. 11 of 24. Clint Capella 14-11. Kevin Porter with 13 points, 6 assists. Cody Zeller 8 points, 12 rebounds. Jesus. And then Memphis beating out Golden State to go to the finals. James Wiseman 25-14. Jesus. 36 points, 9 assists for John Morant on 14 of 25. 7 of 15 for Brooks for 22 points. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 17, 9, and 6. Grayson Allen with 15 points. Jonas Valanciunas 15, 14. Xavier Tillman, okay, with 12 and 11. Okay. In the final round. And we got the Hawks winning the championship with Trae Young winning MVP, Finals MVP, with 30 points, 11 assists, 1.2 steals, 55% from the field, and 48% from 3. Good Lord. He's a 93 overall. Oh my gosh. player retirements. We got Tyson Chandler, Carmelo retiring, Lou Williams, Chris Paul, Trevor Ariza, JJ Redick, JJ Barea, Jared Dudley. Just kind of trickles down after that. You got Courtney Lee, Goran Dragic is kind of surprising. Jeff Teague, Wesley Matthews, DeMar Carroll. Man, the game? Why is the game in here? Okay. Do your thing there, game. Hell of a rapper. Avery Bradley, Ish Smith. There's a shit ton of people that retired. Now, some of these are Chris Move. Why is he in here? What? Some of these are actual not players. Why did Tyler Cook retire? What? Jerian Grant kind of retired. Okay. Yeah, this is a really surprise. Some of these are quite surprising. Chris Paul, Lou Williams retiring. Carmelo retiring. Those are kind of surprising. Trevor Ariza retiring. Ariza is not as surprising, but let's go ahead and look at the roster real quick. We are going to probably end it here. We did 2 seasons. We got Jeremy Grant that went up to it's still an 83 overall. It didn't move a notch. Killian Hayes and Cade Cunningham as your second best players, as young as they are, with them being A+ and an A-. Sadiq Bey as an 80 overall, not bad. Isaiah Stewart stayed the same. Sekou, he was a 76, right? In real life, I think he's a 76, so he actually went up 3 ratings. That's not bad. Saban Lee stayed the same. Everybody else stayed the same, so if that were to be the case, like, he would be, again, sixth man to me. You got these 5 up here that are your starters. You got your point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center, and he's easily 6th man. And hell, he only has 1 more year left on his contract. I would consider letting Jeremy Grant go to another team. Let Sekou Doumbouya start playing his starter minutes in real life. It's not bad. It's a still young, promising team. This is simulation, so I was upset, but I am not as upset now that I've actually sat here and thought about this more. This is a simulation, and there's some young, promising players. Like, all these players are really good, and like, they're promising young players that I like the idea of them being on this team. And so, that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and here we had the Hawks winning the championship and the Lakers winning the championship. That's kind of surprising. Yeah, this is a good time. This is a lot better of a simulation to me than the Rockets. That Rockets contract with John Wall is rough, but I had a good time. The next team, according to the standings of the NBA, that we're going to do as far as a rebuild, is it the Thunder? I want to say it's the Thunder. It might be the Thunder. I think it's the Thunder. It might be the Cavaliers. No, is it the Magic? Please be the Magic. It's the Magic. It's the Magic. Ho, 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 ho. Oh my gosh. That is gonna be fun, guys. That is gonna be so much fun. I look forward to doing that simulation right there. The Detroit the Magic are one of the most underdog dark horse teams for next year. There's a young promising player named Jonathan Isaac that I love to death. They have 2 first-round picks this upcoming year that are projected to be the 6th pick and the 9th pick. You got Markelle Fultz, Cole Anthony, deep team that I look forward to the next simulation as much as this one. These are by far my 2 favorite young teams that are promising that for the future they're going to be amazing down the road. By golly, I hope not as much for the Pistons. Sorry, Crispy, but I don't want your Pistons be at my Pacers, even though I could talk about the Pacers all day, and your team's gonna be beating my Pacers. I tell you that right now. The way we're going right now, at the position we're in right now, you're gonna be beating us, and it's gonna make me sad. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead in this video right here, and I'll talk to you guys soon.